Hey Taurus, how's it going? It's Jen here. I'm doing a reading. My readings are timeless whenever you find it. I just did Sagittarius's reading, and Taurus didn't actually show up, which is weird because you've been all over the Sag readings. And I'm wondering if, that can just be that energy is just sort of happening for everyone, but it seems more specific between you and Sag. But I just did the Sag reading, and that energy was lifting. So whether it was just a block or there was some sort of standstill between you and a Sag, but I feel like that is moving forward. Holy fucking shit. I just looked at the bottom of the deck and it's Sagittarius, the Temperance card. And this came out in the Sag reading. That's fucking hysterical. I just don't know. I don't know what what's going on. But this Fire and Ice, if you're a Game of Thrones fan, the balance between the subconscious and what's on the surface, right? Tempering I love how so the fire is going up to, these are like icicles, and they're dripping down and causing this sort of cloud in the middle. It's so cool. All right, let's just see what else is going on. Seven of Cups. Confusion and not sure what to do. To me, the Seven of Cups, especially with Temperance, shows maybe that Taurus, you weren't really sure. It's almost an analysis paralysis feeling where, yeah, you're not you can imagine all these different options, but you're just not really sure which one to pick. So you kind of didn't. There's such a fucking glare. Didn't do anything. Because you just weren't sure. Okay, I don't know how to fix that glare. But I like it how it's kind of making the fire of the Temperance really flare up. Yeah, scattered thinking, fantasizing. Oh, okay, here we go. Sorry. Let's get into it. Fantasizing about a Sag or a fire sign or someone that makes you have to really work on controlling your emotions around them. Or you spend a lot of time thinking about them. The Tower. Yeah, so this is the kind of the breakthrough I think I was seeing. Um, the inaction wasn't working, so something is coming in and causing something to come to a head, a conflict, a decision, an ultimatum. Yeah, something is coming to a head. Seven of Wands. Feel it. So two sevens here. It's feeling you have to. The card says is state the facts. You don't need to over-explain. You don't owe an explanation to anyone, in the sense you don't need to get defensive. You don't need to prove your case to someone. You can simply state how you feel. Now, I know that seems super simplistic, but for most situations, I really do think that's true. This could be I feel like this could be a relationship. Relationships are strong right now. I don't know, Venus must be doing something. It's like you're coming clean is what I'm getting. You're gonna finally come clean. I feel like your emotions were all over the place. and you are escaping in some way, and the tower brings you down to earth, and the truth comes out. I'm seeing spilling the tea, but in like there's a conversation between two people that was long overdue, and there's an impasse. I think there's an end of a situation that's needed to happen for a long time, but whatever, it just didn't happen. Okay, Sag had this too, and once kind of everything's out on the table, out in the open, and you move forward. The chariot shows you it's wide open now, and you just need to figure out where you're going. But this is an action oriented card, not a reaction. Um, so sometimes in relationships, they're like, okay, I think they're attractive, they think I'm attractive, and someone to have sex with and do shit with, but it's kind of missing are we really compatible? Is this really what's most important? Um, and figuring that out, and then with the chariot saying, I know the type of relationship and person I want now. And I just didn't know before because I just didn't know because I hadn't been in many relationships or whatever. We have to learn. That's part of what we go through in our human experience. And the chariot's like, now I know what I want and where I'm going, and I can move forward now. I wasn't moving forward before because it wasn't the right path. I'm doing the weirdest setup here because I'm going to put, I don't know. Anyway, I did the same thing with Sag. Yeah. Whoa. That card like popped out. It did a quick turn. Like I don't even know what it is, and then landed back down. That was kind of cool. It was kind of like a leaf in the wind. No, what that? Something about a leaf. Something about fall. Maybe this. Something about fall. Maybe you saw someone in the fall, and you just can't get their energy out of your head. Here's the Queen of Cups. So could be a water sign. Could be someone that like you emotionally connect with, care about. And maybe that's where that Seven of Cups. It's almost like an opportunity where you feel like you're missing an opportunity, which makes you think about your current situation and think, or this had happened already. Like this isn't the right thing. I feel like this has been coming up for you on and on, but I think that's why it's finally breaking free. Because I keep thinking, Jesus Christ, Norse, I keep giving you the same fucking reading. And I feel bad, but that's just what keeps coming through every time I do a reading for you. Here we have fire and water with this, you can't fucking see, Temperance card and the Queen of Cups. Where to put them? Let's put them over those two cards. The Fool, you got to go for it. The Fool with the Chariot. It's like you're going for it, but this isn't a reaction or just going which way the wind blows you. Here's that leaf analogy again. Which way the wind blows. So now I'm getting a song lyric, right? What is that? But the Fool's like, yeah, I don't know how it's gonna go. But I'm just gonna go because I want to experience it and give it a shot, and that's okay. The Lover's a big decision, a big choice, and a choice of passion, I would say. But it's commitment. Are you really committed? What are you really committed to in your life? And this goes beyond relationships. If you say you're committed to eating well, but you stop at Dunkin' Donuts and get a donut every morning or something. Like, how is that lining up? If you say you're going to work out, do you get up and work out or do you hit snooze? This is one I challenge. I'm challenged with. So if you can be objective and kind of look at your life, what do I say but what do I actually do and how do I conduct myself is going to show you where your commitment truly is. I was listening to a podcast with Jay Shetty. I think it was Chelsea Handler's podcast. Yeah. And he said, do you ever notice that the things that are easy to do, like watch TV, eat a Big Mac, um, they're easy to do, but they don't always make us feel well. Now, I object to the TV. I love my shows, um, but things that are harder to do, like working out, meditating, going to therapy, we always feel better after. And I thought that was interesting. So that's kind of reminding me of that commitment. But in a relationship, obviously, who are you committed to? Are you truly committed to that person? Are you truly committed to the relationship? Seven of Cups again. Really like fantasizing, trying to figure out what you want. I think, again, this is where that obstacle, I think, where you've really been stuck. I just went to get this deck of cards, and this card fell out of another deck. The Two of Cups. That's the ultimate love card. Sometimes I forget to explain the cards. I feel like I've been doing this for so long. Anyone who watches me regularly must know the meaning of the cards by now, but it takes a long time to memorize, learn to so you can't memorize tarot. I mean, you can, but you have to really develop a relationship with each card, and it evolves just like any relationship. It evolves over time, and you have a history with it, and times you read it a certain way and other times you started seeing it this way, and it gets for me, it gets more, deeper and more like on a deep level where it's like, okay, how is this card challenging me to have better mental health, better spiritual health, better well-being, and just feeling better and more appreciative and mindful and present in this lifetime. Because the more I lean into that, the more balanced I feel. And the Temperance in your card could be meaning balance. You're out of balance in some way, and have nothing to do with like a Sagittarian person. And once you have really start putting that into practice, that type of looking at the world from a more spiritual lens, you want different things and different people and different energies in your life. You don't want, want around some, it's so weird, but it's so true. You want to be around someone that has the same energy as you do. And you don't want to be around anyone that drags it lower, right? Well, double fucking tower. Hello. Yeah, I mean, something's going to change, and it's going to be wonderful, but it's going to be a shakeup. Nine of Wands. Someone's waiting for you. There's an opportunity waiting for you. You may be a little afraid you've missed out, you've waited too long. And on one hand, you're like hoping that's the case. And the other hand, you don't want to be too late. And you have to step into that responsibility of saying, no, I'm not just going to allow a roll of the dice from the universe when there's certain things I can take action on. So I think you really need to use your words and express yourself and It's hard to be, that's like a real adult thing. A lot of us never get there. And just, again, being honest with yourself, and if it then involves someone else, with someone else. Here, to me, the Eight of Pentacles is kind of what I was talking about. You may find something you love to do that's really spiritual, in the sense that even if it's a physical thing, you feel present and you feel energized and it feeds your soul. And it's something you go to relax and ground and feel better. And then it turns into, oh, getting that and then applying it into the rest of your life, instead of going out of your life to seek that groundedness and centeredness and balance. You start learning how to incorporate that into all of your life. Seven of Wands over the Five of Wands here over the Seven of Wands is there was fighting. There was a battle of wills, in some way. It could even be competition within you. When you look at the Lovers, were other things competing for my attention over them? Was I truly not? Because this fantasy, you're really dreaming about other things. And conflict, and you're just, again, that you don't want to be around the negative energy dragging you down. Oof. Yeah, you're done with something. You're just exhausted with something, and you're over it. The Two Towers and the Ten of Swords, yeah. Any sort of situation, family, your friend, a friend, a romantic partner, a coworker, something's going to come to a head. And but it's been again a long time coming, and it's because you realize you've grown, and it doesn't necessarily mean that the other person is, you're just in different places. Everyone grows and learns and has their own way and their own life to live. And sometimes we just are in a different place. I really believe that. And, love isn't always enough. There are a lot of factors that go into relationships in general. But I feel like there's something that this just becomes, there was some denial, there was some just kind of avoiding something that is definitely a real issue. But then look at this. You have the Two of Cups, the Fool, the Lovers. What else do you have down here? The Eight of Pentacles. You have all these really nice cards. The Chariot. So you're moving towards something. I feel like you're going to be, as much as I sort of resisted this and didn't want to deal with this, now that it's done, you can breathe and move forward, and you really feel all these possibilities, and you're almost probably like, I feel a little bad how excited I am. And I think that's okay. We have to be honest with ourselves. All right, Taurus, thank you for watching. Take care.